Good afternoon, Bruton Music.
Hi, Bruton. I haven't much time, but you're my only hope. If I don't come up with the goods by tomorrow, I've had it.
Don't worry, sir. Would you hold one moment, please?
That's how it all started. When I'd taken the brief, I could see why the fellow had a problem. Nobody was in a helpful mood, and that was the last thing he needed. I put on my coat, checked that I had the address where he was holed up, and left the office. Out on Bruton Street, it was getting dark and raining. Turning up my collar, I started to make my way towards Wardour Street. By the time I got to Piccadilly Circus, London was only fit for the ducks. It was pouring down. It didn't seem to worry anyone, though. Eros was still swarming with hippie types in cycling capes and guitars. Do you know, it must be Piccadilly's neon lights that attract them like moths to a flame. I moved on up into Soho, past the restaurants, nightclubs and penny arcades. Penny arcades. It costs you an arm and a leg just to look in one of these places nowadays. As I crossed Wardour Street into Dean Street, one of Soho's more notorious ladies slithered up to me.
Hello, darling. Got the time?
You got change for $1, certainly. At that point, I realised I hadn't moved quick enough. By the time I reached the Rendezvous, a bar, the pain had nearly gone, and I could almost stand up straight again. I went inside. Now, how was I meant to recognise the client? A carnation, that's how. Well, the fella has guts. Nobody wears a carnation in London these days. A safety pin, yeah, but a carnation. It did the trick, though. He stood out like a Belisha beacon. I moved over to him. Steen? Steenbeck?
Yeah, you must be Bruton. Bruton Music?
That's right, but friends just call me BR. Let's go and see your problem.
Oh, okay.
We left the bar and moved down through Gerrard Street, London's Chinatown, and on through Covent Garden. Eventually, we stepped out of the rain into a doorway.
Smiley's cutting rooms.
Let me in, honey. It's Steenbeck. Hurry, Bruton. The lift's just leaving.
He was too quick. My coat snagged on the door handle and the lift door shut.
Sorry, Bruton. I'll see you on the 4th floor.
I took the stairs and met him at the top.
Sorry about that, Bruton.
No problem. Which room is yours?
The one at the end.
As we approached his cutting room, the door opened. His editor was standing there. He looked about all in.
You got him. Thank God.
Yep, I'm here. So your troubles are over. Let's get down to the problem. It was a long slog, but in the end I had a pretty good idea how to help. I left and made my way back to the office at number 12 Bruton Street. Back in the office, I grabbed the music selection code book. With its help, I would have Steens material in no time. The code catalogue had been well thought out. Not only did it run in an alphabetical order, depicting each class of music, but each letter had a colour which matched the corresponding record sleeves of that particular section. By this simple book, I could find any style and mood of music in the library within seconds. I looked down a colour-coded index on the inside cover of the book. H-I-J-K-K, action, pace, danger, colour-coded maroon. Running my thumb down the section tabs of the loose-leaf file, I selected the Maroon K section. I flipped through the pages. BRK4, record title, dramatic action. Scanning the discs, I selected it from the rack. The job would be done in no time. Good. Pacey, that's what he wanted. Poor old Steen, fingernails bitten down to the elbow. Still, he should have learned. Come to the best first. Saves time. Here we are. Red BRI 6, track 6. Very pretty. Now let's see. Shouldn't take those sort of shortcuts. Still, it's not bad. 28-second spots might help, although more handy for commercials than that. When I'd selected all the tracks that I felt were appropriate, I quickly transferred them onto 35mm mag track. That was so handy that, being able to give the client exactly what he wanted, from cassette to quarter-inch tape, 16 or 35mm transfer, or of course disc. I grabbed the finished transfers and again, left for Smiley's cutting room. So that was it, or just about. A couple of days later, Steen came round to see me.
Bruton Music? Hi, I just dropped by to say that the dub went off like a dream, and the clients are over the moon.
Oh, come on in, have a coffee.
Oh, by the way, have you any music cue sheets for the copyright clearance, or do I go directly to the Mechanical Copyright Protection Society?
Yes, you can do that. Drop them a line or phone them on 01 769 3181. That's the licensing department, MCPS. They'll fill you in on the details. But listen, back to the music. A lot of nail biting would have been saved if you'd only had our library music around you from the beginning. And once you've got our library, we'll keep you updated with all the new developments. So that was it. Steen got his music and his clients got their picture. But did you know, the sort of dilemma that Steen got himself into shouldn't happen, because everyone should have our library. But if you haven't, or even if you only need the occasional piece of music, give us a bell on 01 499 6718, or drop by and see us at number 12 Bruton Street. And remember, the name's Bruton. Bruton Music.
That was a Bruton Music production, featuring Jim McManus as Bruton Music with background, foreground, sideways and vertical music supplied by...
Yeah, you got it.
That was the only bit I had to say and you ruined it.
No, I didn't.
You did?
I did not.
Did?
What are you talking about, ruined it?
You ruined it.